Recently, I have decided to go through my clothes and get rid of some of the things I don't wear anymore. However, whenever I do this, there are always a few shirts that I can't seem to part ways with, even though I haven't worn them in literal years. This got me thinking, my mom is always complaining about me getting plastic bags whenever I go out, so why don't I try to turn these old shirts into bags instead of leaving them crumpled in the back of my dresser, never to be found? I started by picking out a few shirts, and then I went to seam rip the sleeves off of the shirts. Yes, I'm sure you could just cut them off and it'd be totally fine, but I chose to seam rip mine. Next, I'm going to cut the collar, making sure not to cut the design on the shirt because I want to keep that in the bag. I do this just so that you can have easier access to the bag and fit bigger things in it, and it's also just a lot comfier to hold the bag and it doesn't look awkward. Then I measured how much I want to take off the bottom since this shirt was kind of long. I think I ended up taking off about 4 or 5 inches, and then I pinned it, sewed it, and then cut off the excess. I chose to sew my corners just to make it look a little bit nicer in my opinion. And then there's your bag. Side note, it is important what fabric you use for the bag. I found that using a stiffer fabric is probably a better idea since some of these stretched a lot.